Unboxing the ASUS ROG Delta II. If at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same headset, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But let's get this box unopened. All right, right away the headset's here. Looks like a pretty fairly premium unboxing experience. It should be for the price tag of like 229 bucks. Right away, much lighter than I expected. Also, mainly plastic construction. This piece is all plastic here. It does this piece doesn't feel super high quality, but everything feels well put together. The top band is kind of like a faux, but light, and I like that. Here is metal right here. I can feel that's cold, and that, I mean, it actually looks very high end. It looks better than I thought. This in here is not super thickly padded, but it feels nice and springy just to the touch. This part looks like it's gonna match this, but it's not. This part is like hard. And then here, that actually has some nice damp tactility to it. That's very nice. And this is obviously all metal, which is super nice. That feels really good. Now this is all plastic. I don't hate it initially because it is so light. I can't say that it would be a bad thing for it to be plastic because of the weight. I do like that there's texture here. It doesn't look overdone like some of ROG's other stuff. These, ooh, that's nice tactility there. Really pronounced tactile bumps. You have a button there which looks like it's going to change Bluetooth or something, I don't know. And then we have a on-off switch, a physical on-off switch. You can see all the RGB light up there. That's actually very bright RGB. Not that it really matters on a headset, but yeah, whatever you want. And you can see the light blinking there. So I think you should be able to switch between that and Bluetooth. But I really like that there's a physical on-off switch. That is always nice to see on headphones. The other thing we have here is these leather, I believe they're faux leather. They have kind of a cool texture to them. And we also see here, for those who dare, which is kind of cringe, but I don't know, I guess it's fine. Now, the earmuffs, they seem pretty plush. We have a right stamped inside and then a ROG logo on the other side. We have a USB Type-C. We have what looks like where we're gonna put our mic and then a 3.5mm connection if you wanna go wired. Oh, we have a Bluetooth button here. So this must be the dongle button. That's a Bluetooth button. That's interesting, and then this must be a game chat mix? Yeah, so we got two dials. Maybe it's a game chat mix, I don't know, interesting. Before I do the comfort test, let's check out what else is in the box. Okay, so we've got a quick guide, which kind of looks interesting, that's cool. And then we've got a little box in here with our accessories, which seems very full actually. Opening this up, ooh, we have fabric ear pads. That is super nice because I was looking at those and I was actually wishing we had fabrics, but that's great, that's excellent. That's a nice premium touch at the price point. All right, but let's get this open. Looks like that's our dongle right here. Yeah, so pulling our dongle out, it's a USB Type-C dongle. It says ROG, and yeah, pretty small, compact. Got it plugged in. So we're ready to go when we're ready. And then in here, we've got two different cables. We've got a USB Type-C with an A adapter to Type A, which I'm not sure why. And then we've got a 3.5mm connection to 3.5mm connection in case you want to do wired, which is great. We've got some manuals, some paperwork, but then let's get to the mic right away. Mic definitely looks pretty sweet. Look at that, nice little piece of metal right there. I overall like, oh, on both sides. Okay, cool. We have an ASUS monitor, so it's actually very fitting, but a lot of times the ASUS, I feel like they overdo it. Everything is clean with this, and I'm actually pretty impressed. Let's stick this in here. Looks like it goes in that way. Yeah, it's not too floppy here. This pretty much stays where you want. If you go too far, obviously it'll go back, but no one's gonna do that. With that, let's get a fit test. God, I really like this. That action is super nice there. Okay, right away, it's really light. I will say, you do feel the top band, and it's not a lot of pressure, but it's just not plush like I would want. But on the flip side, these earmuffs are really plush. Yeah, for me personally, I would have liked a little bit more on the top end, but it's still a very comfortable headset. With that, let's get a weight test. We're gonna test this with the mic, setting this on the scale. This comes in at 310.6 grams. Honestly, pretty dang light. I would honestly like to see more padding up here or a thicker top band because it does put, it's not uncomfortable pressure, it's just that you can feel it. One other awesome feature I noticed is this is the dongle here, and if you look here, this USB Type-C, which obviously you can use for charging, well, if you don't want to lose your dongle, it fits perfectly in there and it looks super good. That is an excellent way to not lose your dongle. Very few companies think of that. That's smart. With that, let's get in game and see how this thing does. Using the switch to turn it on, and that glorious RGB comes up. This is a very bright room, like with studio lighting in it. Oh, super interesting. So you press that wheel in for the mic mute, which you can see makes it glow red down there, which is very, very cool. That actually simplifies it quite a bit. I really like having a switch though, you guys know that. All right guys, jumping right into game. Initially, I hear a pretty good amount of bass with like the music here, which is actually, kind of didn't expect that. Ooh, the trebles are nice and high. Very clear. Wow, way clearer. Like with the explosions, way clearer than I was expecting, honestly. Ooh, yeah, nice and crispy. Directional sound here is really good too. Ooh. Guys, these are impressive, honestly. These are, I mean, 230 bucks they should be, but I just wasn't expecting that. I just wasn't expecting that from ROG, to be honest with you, or from ASUS. I'm actually excited to try these with music, which I will be trying, because I think these are gonna sound pretty good. The bass seems pretty decent here, honestly. It seems pretty low, but obviously, just in game, it's gonna be tough to really tell with the bass. But we'll do a music test after you do the mic test. But the trebles are nice and crispy. That's the first thing that really comes to my attention. Crispy trebles, good directional audio. Really, like this, to change the volume here, oh, it's so precise. That, I really like that a lot. The controls, I think, are solid, and they really, I don't know, at least for me, it's just like immediately, I don't have to think about it. I know where everything is. Yeah, I like the setup of it. Yeah, just in here, like walking around, hearing the footsteps like echo a little bit, because they change, obviously, because you're in like a building. It's really good. The trebles are way crispier than I was expecting without being overbearing. I mean, like, the actual clarity is really good. Not that they're overly crispy. I don't want to make it sound like that, but they're really, really good, honestly. For 230 bucks, I mean, they should be. Overall, guys, really impressive. It would honestly be super interesting to do a back-to-back sound test with the G Pro X2s, because it's kind of similar price point, and those are typically my go-to. With that, let's do a mic test and then a music test.
This is the mic test for the ASUS ROG Delta II.
That's good. Let me listen to that again. Super low noise floor, very clear for a wireless mic. For a wireless mic, that's really quite impressive. That's definitely better than the Logitech G Pro X2, for sure, right? That's gotta be. Now let's do a music test. Ooh, good bass. Wow. Good depth to it too. Fairly low. That's impressive, wow. Trebles are clear. There's a little bit of muddiness on the top end, obviously. This is not an audiophile headset, but the mids are a little bit pulled up. The trebles on the top end fall off, but the bass is really good here. It's clean, it has good depth to it, and the interesting thing that I really like about this is the mixing is so good. Like, it's like, for what these drivers do, it's so clean. Like, no music sounds harsh. In game, a lot of times Black Ops can sound a little bit harsh. No, dude, like, it's really, really clean. Nothing is overbearing, and it's not underdone at the same time. And the bass is strong here as well. You could listen to music all day long on these. Really, really good. Wow, guys, impressive. So overall, do I recommend the ASUS ROG Delta II? For about 230 bucks, these are solid. They got a really good mic, wireless. I like the RGB there, solid build quality, and they are nice and light. That's one of the biggest things. They're super light. Pairing that good mic quality, solid controls. This is the battery life, and I'm extremely impressed with the sound quality. These have great directional audio, solid bass. For listening to music, these are excellent. And for the price, I did not expect these to compete as well they do. These are fantastic. Again, if you want to check them out, there are Amazon links below for the US, UK, Canada, and international links. But this is a Consumer Tech Review High Speed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.